And welcome back. Today another video about knives, about a couple knives which I bought just because I wanted to get them. They don't have any specific story or representation to them. They are well known actually in the modern market. There's a CRKT Ruger kind of collaboration knives. They called LCK. um, Light carry something knife. I got two. I was ordering some parts from Ruger and I saw them on their website, and I decided to buy them because actually a lot of people did like those knives, and they were saying that for the price they are great. I mean, they are great for the price. They're not absolutely fantastic from a quality and or design on the build point of view, but they're very good for the price. And on one hand I agree, on the other hand they have a lot of issues, kind of small issues. So and you can find a lot of information about those knives on YouTube or whatever internet. There were a lot of reviews for them. Let's say Nick Shabazz called this knife a gem because for the price it was very good. And I think I saw that review after I ordered those knives. I just didn't know. It's not like he said it's gem, I bought it. No, I was ordering something from CRKT, and I looked at this. I'm like, yeah, I will get them. I got them a while ago, and the reason why I finally decided to do a video about those knives, just because I actually want to start using them. They were sitting on my shelf for I think more than a year. I bought them together. They came together. They just come with a simple box. They are of course made in China. They were shipped from Ruger directly for me. There was actually pretty good demand, and one of those knives was on a wait list for a while, for maybe like a week or two after I placed the order. But they finally put everything together, and something else was there, and I got them. So let's take a look at the knives. I'll give you my impressions on them, and again, you can make your own decision if you still want to get them. They were less than 30 bucks per knife, which is a very good price, even directly from Ruger. I don't think I had any like a discount codes or something like that, or maybe it was some kind of a sale where everything was marked down at that time. Most likely, I don't even remember already. So, and I don't want to give you a current price for this knife, so because I don't expect high demand on this review at the moment from YouTube. So if you're interested, just do your own research. You'll quickly find those if they still available. So they come in two versions. I don't remember if they have a C-rated version or not, but I think the most common one is like this. You have a non-coated, kind of like a spear point blade with a slight swedge kind of thing on top. Pretty thick blade for a small knife. Hollow type of grind, pretty good, I should say. Not super thin behind the edge, but nice grind. It's 8 CR MOV, whatever, 13 steel, made in China. Steel liners, plastic handles, plastic backspacer. There are, yeah, phosphor bronze washers in there, so it flips kind of okay. No issues here. Really nice deep carry pocket clip, and if you get this version, all of your hardware is metal. If you get this version, which is kind of like a modified Tanta style, you get all the hardware kind of black, which I actually like this blackened hardware a lot. I am actually not into tactical knives. You've seen maybe some knives on my channel which are more like military and tactical. I just have them because I needed to have something from that country and so on. But I do like Ruger products, and I have a couple of their other products, and what it actually got my attention is this design, and of course everybody maybe already explained this design. What those lines mean, they actually mimic grips on the on a slider or whatever, on a slide on the pistol. So that's what it is. So I want to bring the whole pistol into this review, but it's just for you to compare. So this is one of the small ones, of course, and you see those things here in the front of in here and in the back. They are very good. They are of course way more aggressive here because it's metal and it's very like less chamfered kind of edges here, so they work quite well. So you see they are angled because you kind of tend to push a little bit this way, so they are kind of against the direction of your push. And here on the knife, what they did, they kind of did the similar pattern. As you see, it's a little bit different angle, and they are a little bit curved in here, but in terms of a grip, I don't really know. It's a small knife. The grip is okay. The fit in the handle is okay. It's all right. I mean, you don't really pull on those things when you use the knife. You just need it to be comfortable in your hand, and you have this cutout here, or you can choke up like this, which I don't like, but that's okay. So that's from a design point of view. Construction wise, they are of course kind of like on a average range of spectrum. I've seen worse, and I've seen of course better ones. I disassembled both of them. I oiled them, and they started to work a little bit smoother, a little bit better after that. And still, you see, I tightened it too much, and it may need a well, no, it just need a good push, and it will fire quite well. Again, you see, not a good push, it does it. Not the strongest detent, but this one has a very good lock. This one does not have a very good lock. You see, it's just barely pushing itself in there. And also the way the pivot is done. For example, for this one, I couldn't put the pivot back the right way. It has one cutout on one side. I had to push it from this side. Otherwise, I just couldn't close the knife. And as you see, it was like this from factory. Maybe you can hear it. See, that's the stopping pin right here. It's just shorter than it should be. When the knife is closed, the blade doesn't really touch it. It touches like this stop pin. But when it's open, it's of course on the stop pin, so there's no rattling. But when it's closed, there's a little bit of rattling in here. This knife doesn't have this issue. You see, there's no rattling. It's pretty good. That's why I'm saying I like this knife a little bit better than this one. Also, the quality of construction here is a little bit better. Maybe they are on parallel production lines or whatever. I don't know. So what I don't like about this knife is that they actually have to adjust this, adopt this shape of the blade, they had to make it a little bit shorter. You see, you're losing about 3-4 millimeters of a blade length because they had to do it this kind of shape of the blade. And if you close them and compare one to another, you see that this knife goes almost like all the way to the end of the handle, and here I do have some space for extra blade length, and it's not used. It's just not used. So that's not something not good about this knife. But in general, as I said, if you want to get yourself a cheap flipper with a decent quality construction and a decent design which tells something to people who know what it is, you can get one of those. And they are not super tactical looking, they are not super scary looking, I should say. They quite a normal looking in my eyes, especially with this type of just a simple, clean design, almost like a straight handle, not some crazy kind of style of the blade. It just should work quite well for your pocket, for your kind of feeling of this knife. So while we're on this topic, let's wrap up and let's just do a super quick comparison of this knife to in other options, what you can get in this kind of category of the knives. Not this category of the knives. It's just something in the size of the knives. Those knives which are more user-friendly on one side, maybe more classy looking, something kind of similar in size, let's put it this way. Let's take a ruler actually quite quick and try to make reference reference size comparison. We don't need this anymore. First knife which comes into my comparison here would be Kershaw Leak. Again, all of those knives, I put them into this comparison because they are very similar in size and they are very similar from well-known point of view. A lot of people know those knives, so that's why it makes sense to compare and kind of see what you can choose. This one's also not that big. Of course, it will be way thinner, which is good for the small knife, and it will be just a little bit smaller. But also starting price on those knives are kind of very good. Mine is a little bit more advanced version with a double steel, and I got this titanium clip in here, but still it's a nice choice for everyday carry. Another knife which would be a little bit smaller but more expensive even without Damascus steel would be something from CVV. It will be a little bit more expensive. It's a designer knife, but still would be a small knife, not too thick, not too small, but nice small pocket knife carry options. As those ones feel small in the pocket even for a wider frame. So that's why I'm gonna put them like this, like line them up one to another, from smaller to a little bit larger ones. So let's take a look at another couple of well-known knives. Let's say Gemini, which I do really like, would be even also a little bit smaller. Let's put it somewhere in here. Different category, more expensive, way more expensive, but kind of similar sized knife, a little bit over 3 inches. And this one would be also more expensive, but also like a slim and more like a gentleman's carry type of knife. Boker Urban Trapper, and you see somewhat similar kind of swedge here for on the top of a blade. Also narrow blade, nice kind of like a hollow grind in here. Again, that would be more expensive even without carbon inlays. Even with the wooden one or G10 ones would be double or more than a double the price of this one, but would be a little bit larger, a little bit classy. You can still think you have a classy knife with this one as well. Couple more things to compare. I don't have a bug out from Benchmade, but I have a previous version of that knife, like predecessor to bug out, 531. I like it way better than bug out, but again, in terms of blade length, you see we are at the same exact size. Bug out would have kind of like the same size of blade like this knife, and after that you will have to get into like a larger knife category. Again, from a budget point of view, CVV would be a good choice, but of course it will be way larger already, so that's why I think those knives like this, they make a kind of similar size type of choice for you. Those ones already will be bigger, and even this knife would be in the similar price range. Not, of course, not Damascus, not ebony handles, but like a regular G10, and a little bit better steel would be a little bit more money. I think they are around $40 something. Another good choice in this category, so let's say this, if this one's 30, this one's 40, you choose. If you want a smaller knife, go for this one. Well, a little bit bigger one, go for this one. You will not regret it again. With this one, you will regret a little bit on the quality. That's I can say. So I think that's it for today. As I said, I just wanted to archive kind of my knowledge by feeling about those knives into those videos, in this specific videos, and I'm gonna start using this knife. I'm gonna put it into one of them goes into the bag. Another one will see some pocket time. I just wanna actually resharpen. I wanna use this blade. I wanna see how it feels. Usually I have a little bit better steels for the blades. I want to see how long this blade will last, the sharpness will last. I want to resharpen that and see for myself how good the steel is, because honestly I did have some knives with a worse steel than this, but sooner I started to have better steels, and I'm kind of used to that. I want to see how this holds. Alright, thanks for watching, and I see you soon in another videos. We'll give you more information about maybe a little bit more expensive knives, which I have, or knives from different countries, which I still have a lot. Alright, thanks, bye.